Hi YouTube, it's Veroni Anderson, the Love Catalyst and Theta Healer Practitioner. So today in this video I want to talk about womb release, because as women we are magnetic, meaning that we attract stuff to us. We also, by design, we are an incubator because we have our womb, which is our sacred gateway. And the womb, we draw, as I said, we draw stuff to us, and it's not just man. We don't just attract men, we attract situation, we attract events in our life, right? And those events, situation, those pain, those traumas are hold into our womb. When we get hurt, those pain, heartbreak, guilt, fear, neglect, abandonment, right? Beaten, physical and emotional abuse, they are hold into our womb. So we're wondering why a lot of women is coming down with fibroids, tumors, PCOS, infertility, and all that stuff. And that didn't even run into the family. And you know, it could run into the family because the womb pain, trauma, abandoned, feeling loveless, could pass from generation to generation. It could pass from your generation, it could pass, and it's like a cycle, like a generational curse that happened over and over again. And you maybe think that that is acceptable, and I'm here to tell you today that that is not acceptable. You could break the pattern, you could stop, you could break the pattern, and you could heal, start healing yourself so it doesn't pass from generation to generation. Like, you could break that generational curse. So what you need to do, you need to release the pain, the trauma, the hurt from your womb. You got to be conscious of what you hold into that sacred space, because as incubator, we incubate everything. And what we do as women, we're enhancers, right? So we enhance anything. So any situation that comes into our life, or any situation, person that come into our life, we transform it, and we make it bigger. We could make that situation bigger if we are not aware. So we call stuff unto ourselves. So we call stuff unto ourselves, and not everything we call is positive. Some of those things can be negative, right? And then we could just make it, we just magnify it 10,000%. So we, woman, queen, goddess, we have to break that cycle, right? And break that cycle, break that generational curse, and do better. So first of all, you got to release, forgive everything that's in your womb. What are you holding onto in your womb? What pain? What man? Because you could be holding an ex-boyfriend in that womb. Yes, in there. Holding the pain and the hurt. And how many men do you have in your womb? So today, the best time to do it, today, I call on you to break the generational curse. Break the pain. And do some release. The best time to do the release is on the waning moon, right? And I even break that down in more details, when to exactly to do the release during the waning moon period. So if you want to know that, I do a moon magic series, and I talk about when to actually do the release during the waning moon. My accent sometimes messed up. That's just who I am. A little spice. Right? So you do this release. So what I want you to do is, you could get sage. You write down the name of who you want to release, any of those ex-boyfriend that you want to release out of your womb. The pain, whatever pain that's in there. Are you holding on to guilt? Are you holding on to fear? Are you holding on to envy, to greed, to malicious, to hurt, to anger? What are you holding on? Let's release it right now. Let's break that generational curse, right? So you write anything that you want to release. You write it down on a piece of paper, and the reason why you write it down is that you get it out of your head and you get it on paper and you actually see, right? And it's when you write, it's also a meditative state. You concentrate. You concentrate on it. So you write it on a piece of paper. You get a candle or you get sage. Me, I love to burn frankincense and myrrh, so you could do that too. So you get the sage and you light that piece of paper with that sage stick or something. You light it and you burn it. So the sage is powerful to like cut negative energy. So that's why I said like use you like the sage bungle, the sage stick, a sage leaf, right? And then you actually burn the paper with the names, with the pain on that piece of paper. And then I want you to example of what to do. You could say, I, Veroni Anderson, release Kevin from my womb. I, Veroni Anderson, release Chris from my womb. I, Veroni Anderson, just release just any name that you want to release or any pain. I, Veroni Anderson, release guilt from my womb, right? And you just watch that. Imagine, I want you to imagine that pain, that person, their energy leaving your body. And then you say thank you afterwards. Thank you for them leaving your body. All right? So if you like this video, of course, share and subscribe to my video, because I do like daily videos. So subscribe so you could see when I drop nuggets on here on how to heal your womb. As you know, I'm Veroni Anderson, and what I do is that I help women initiate and awake their sexual power so they could manifest true love, right? Because as women, we're sacred beings and we're sacred beings, and we were designed with such great power, and that doesn't mean that we're better than man or we're better than anybody else. I'm just talking about the power that we have, the potential that we have within ourselves, that we don't sometimes realize, and we haven't tapped our full potential as the sacred being that we are. So we die with all our talents, and all our talents, gift, and ability inside of us, because we haven't tapped into our true nature, or we don't know who we came on this earth to be. So that's why I am doing this YouTube channel, so you could know like all the functions, all the all the functions, all the gift, all the talent that you have as a woman, so you could tap into them and to achieve those dreams, those goals, to manifest those dreams, those goals, to align with who you are. And that is why I also create my I Am program, and that's what my I Am program will do. My I Am program is about the I that stands for initiate, the A that stands for awaken, and the M that stands for manifestation. And as you know, I Am is another name for God. So when you go through my I Am program, any words that you say after I am is about self-empowerment, self-love, and it will meant to uplift you so you could manifest the life that you want. Thank you. I am Veroni Anderson, the Love Catalyst, the Theta Healer Practitioner. I put my link below so you could talk to me and we could book a session. All right? You are powerful, and sacred. Bye.